Alright, hello. We are live. How's it going? I haven't even loaded the bloody save yet. Backups on backups. Ah, leaking water on me. Okay. We got a pre-show. Which has already been booked. I'll have to book the whoa, I got things going on. Nick Style UK, thank you for Ruck Style UK, sorry I misread that like a muppet. Thank you for following, appreciate it very much. Got a pay-per-view on today. I was just going to go through the match card for the pre-show. We've got Stitches versus the Quartermaster, who is debuting today. Big Popper also debut against Squid Boy in what I haven't booked the correct match type, I have to edit that. Cody B FIFA Boy, thank you for following, appreciate ya. We've got Liger versus Mega Mag. Both of these are debuting today. Patrick H and Joshua King. A little bit of backstory. These two guys keep winning on their developmental brand, so we're putting them up head to head against each other to see how they do against each other. And then we've got a quick main event, which is just showcasing some of the women. We've got Pro on the far right there. She is on developmental brand. The rest are on the main roster, so we'll see how she does there in a fatal four-way. Let me just quickly change that, because that is the wrong match type, which we don't want. Let me just quickly bring up the card. Right, that should be last man standing. There it is. Right, we are good to go for the pre-show now. Hey Peanut, how you doing? I've been on for all of about a minute and I've got 2 new followers. It's great, going great so far. Right, I'm not going to have entrances on for all of these except the debuts, which is 3 of the bloody matches, so there you go. To save time, because we want to get into the pay-per-view as quick as we can. I don't want to go too late tonight. Right, so Quartermaster versus Stitches. Stitches has not done well in his first like 2 or 3 matches, I think it is now. Lost every single one. Hopefully he can get a win against the new guy. Followed from DCW and FNE. Ah, awesome, man. Thanks for coming over. If you want to join... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I am doing so clever on my PC today. I'm not with it, I'll tell you. If you want to join, there's the info there. Basically, you start off on the developmental brand Elevate, and then you pay 5,000 channel points, and that brings you up to the main roster. It's just to make sure that people don't come on, ask for a match, get a match, and then never come back. That's all that is, really. It does seem like some people seem to like it because it's like feeling like it's giving their career a little bit of progression. So, oh, you're the Viking. Oh, I know you. I've seen your matches. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming, man. Appreciate it, like a lot. Yeah. It's just to like fill people out. Obviously, I try not to play favourites. There's been a few people since I've implemented the system that have wanted to come in and like go straight in to the main roster, and I've said, well, you know, I've implemented this now. I know you from Novrefed, but I'm like, I appreciate if you like go through it. And they've been fine with it so far, so you know it's working out. But how are you doing? I did want to be watching AEW tonight, but I haven't been able to afford it, if I'm completely honest. I'll be watching it tomorrow. Via totally legitimate means. I'm hoping that they'll release it on, I don't know, DVD or digital purchase, and I'll just be able to get it like that later on. Yes, they drop their core, leave. I've seen it happen so many times at so many different events. I thought, I'm not having that. I'll use you as a body on developmental, do you know what I mean, for other people coming in until you know, space starts becoming an issue, and then we just get rid of you. Right, so this is the Quartermaster, Twitch channel. He's a Twitch streamer, really good one as well. Just give him a shout out. He's actually IRL. Oh, I'll shut up.
Water arrow.
Get a healing grenade.
I choose water arrow. Yay!
You
Let's
killed
play
him.
Divinity.
So what is that?
How did you?
What? Wait, water killed. So
Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that. AVP died.
So yeah, he's a great streamer. He's actually a US Army vet. So this guy is quite literally based on him. But yeah, he's making his debut tonight. I don't know if Ironic can make it, but hopefully he'll catch the VOD. But yeah, if you're a Twitch streamer and you want to come on here, I'll be dropping shouts during your entrances when they're happening. Or during the match, you know, like word from our sponsors. Yeah, no, like my guy, the villain McGill, he's literally me. He's got my face and everything. It's just minus the gut. It's more me back in my skater days when I actually, you know, had a decent body. Because I used to skate like 8 hours a day, almost every other day. Yeah. Alright, so Quartermaster's taking control real quickly in this match. Showing off exactly how strong he is. He's not messing about. Clearly looking to make an impression in his debut and send a message to the rest of the roster. Nice. I did rollerblade for a bit. For a hot minute before I went on skateboarding. You'll probably... I'm assuming you'll recognise Stitches anyway. As a character, but yeah, he's a little bit more buffed than when I downloaded him because we've got a minimum of 85 on your overalls when you join. So I had to do his attributes a little bit. Other than that, no wrist clutch assault because it takes too long and the camera always focuses on it and you're good to go. When it comes to characters. Doesn't matter how you spend your attribute points or your AI, that's entirely up to you, just so long as it's 85 overall and that's it. We're outside the ring. Stitch used some strong forearms to the lower back with Quartermaster, but what a side slam! Straight on the floor. That's only a gym mat. We don't have the budget here for a proper crash mat, so that's gonna have hurt. Referee up to a 5 count.
These two trading counters and
I meant to turn off the fucking commentary. I'll back out after this match and sort that out. Hopefully it won't mess anything up. Oh, Stitches with a somersault kill switch.
Big opportunity for him now. 2 count.
Gets a 2 on the new guy.
Where in the world is he getting?
That must have rocked the big man.
Will not be stopped. This was the moment to capitalize on. That should have been the end.
I wasn't great at rollerblading. Knew a couple of grinds and stuff, but nothing, you know, to shout about. I was a bit better at skateboarding.
And slides right out of the
Oh, Stitches with a reversal. Getting out of the Alabama slam. It was a very precarious position for him up until then.
And up the turnbuckles we go.
Stitches going up. Huge elbow drop to the spine of the Quartermaster. This is not going to plan. Gets another 2 count. Quartermaster refusing to lay down.
Finds the room to land a back elbow.
Quartermaster starting to fight back, but Stitches shutting it down. Stitches determined to not be made a fool of, it seems. Wants that losing streak to end. They are in the Rebellion arena, taking over Rebellion duties rather than Elevate, which is our developmental brand, just so they can do the pre-show and everyone else can get rest up before the pay-per-view. Oh, well, the Courtmaster looked like they was going for something big there, but Stitches dodged out of the way. Hey, Marcus, how you doing? I'm trying to remember if you're... I don't think you're on tonight, because we've got a lot of debuts.
He must have had that scouted.
So apologies for that. This is the pre-show for the pay-per-view. You'll be actually you're debuting on the next stream on the main roster because Marcus recently got promoted up, got his contract. Oh, he's just manhandling Stitches now, driving him into that turnbuckle. Oh, what's Courtmaster doing here? What a power slam! Stitches managing to kick out at a solid 2 count.
Just dished out his most devastating offense, and you gotta be wondering if he's
oh,
thinking
2K can't do running moves. Courtmaster with a big suplex.
Nicely done. Oh, this is just flat out punishment.
That was a classic vertical suplex if I've ever seen one.
It's been a hard-hitting affair here tonight. These competitors are going to have trouble.
Oh, Stitches reversal. Gets a drop kick, back in control. Momentum swinging back and forth in this match. Both of these men have something to prove. No worries, man. Yeah, no, it's sad news about Bray and Funk, of course. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. So, yeah, rest in peace. Oh, is this back suplex into a German? He's not done. Finish off with a vertical suplex, absolutely destroying Stitches with that maneuver. And that is it. Courtmaster wins his debut match against the Stitches curse continues. Still without a win, but the Courtmaster leaving the victor has to be happy to make a big impact on his debut. Yeah, Courtmasters are the people in the military that hand out your gear. So when you need to get your guns and stuff or replacement boots or anything, you go visit Courtmaster. They are not to be messed with. They will ruin your day. You're supposed to give something back and you don't. It's a problem.
This was a message from him to the entire WWE universe.
Used to be a UK Army reservist, so I've met a couple. Met a couple of them. You want to get a Bray tag? Go for it, man. Right, if I can back out and just turn... Yeah. Sure you want to... Progress we saved. Awesome. Right, cool. That's what I want. I'm going to turn off that commentary for tonight, at the very least. Just because I noticed in the last stream the commentary was quite loud. It didn't go over me, but it's still like... Doesn't need to be like that, does it? Yeet! Be careful when getting a face tattoo, or like a realistic tattoo of a person's face. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong thing. Basically, it can be a bit sketchy. Like you need a very good artist to pull it off, basically. So yeah, just pick and choose who does the tattoo, and if you have to spend out more money, there's probably a reason for that. Okay, back to the show. Oh, we've got a debut coming up. We've got Squid Boy who beat Stitches last week, and now he's going up against Big Popper, who is affiliated with Stitches. I believe they're a tag team. But I don't know much about Big Popper. He's new. I know that. All I did was check to see if he didn't have wrist clutch assault, and that was it. And sort his tributes out. Yeah, fucking Zoidberg, I know, right? First time getting a tattoo. It hurts. I ain't got a tattoo, but I know a tattoo artist. And it hurts. Like, you know, if anyone turns around and says it doesn't hurt, they're lying. It does, but it's like whether you can deal with the pain or not, you know? Not trying to scare you or anything, just trying to, like, make it realistic. No shame in getting hurt from a tattoo. Depending on where it is as well, because, like, if you get near your nipples, that's a problem. If you get near your elbows or your knees, that's a problem. Basically, chest is a problem. I have no idea what entrance this is. I didn't make this character. Our mid forearm should be alright. You know, nice bit of flesh there. It'll hurt if it goes close to the bone, basically. If it's close to bones or sensitive skin, apparently that's when it hurts. I'll say I ain't got a tattoo. I don't know from experience. I just know from many conversations with my buddy, who actually pierced my other half as well. So he knows what he's doing. He's good. It's actually Odin I'm talking about. If you know who that is from FTU and from my streams as well. All right, Big Popper, large lad. It's going to be difficult to lift unless you've got the strength to. Looking a bit sadistic in his entrance and confident. He actually requested a last man standing match, so it would appear that he wants to get some payback on Squid Boy for what he did to Stitches. Here we go, Squid Boy from the 5th dimension. Yeah, Odin doesn't talk, but he's my friend from high school. I've known him for years. He's an actual person, Peanut. In fact, that beard that everyone thinks is so ridiculous, and that is like, 'cause it's so long. That's what his beard is like IRL. Like, I chose that beard not for a new unique look. Like literally. Yeah, Odin. Like, he literally has that beard. Squid Boy here has had one match in SDCW. I think one match across all E-Feds actually. So I don't think he's on any others. And he won against Stitches, so we'll see how this match goes. Yeah, no, Odin FTU doesn't talk. He said one word. He said one word the whole time he's been in there. And it was him yelling hammer while smashing a camera with a weighted hammer that he was using for training purposes. That was his choice as well. I said, do you want to chime in on this promo? He said, yeah, do that. I was like, alright, fair enough. Well, Big Popper not wasting any time in this match. Straight into manhandling Squid Boy, but Squid Boy with a reversal. If Squid Boy is quite technically minded, he might be able to pick apart this large wrestler before him. Though Squid Boy, not exactly a small lad either. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Your core, the Viking, has a bunch of tattoos. But I mean, if you decide to join the roster, like join the Discord and just drop me a message via hashtags or put it in the core info, and I'll get them downloaded as soon as. And he'll basically debut in the next show on Elevate. I'm trying to get as many like I've got a lot of people from FTU, and certain people I do try to push might want to go to FTU. It's great there. It's my main E-Fed, to be honest. But I'm trying to get as many people in that are not from FTU, if that makes sense. So I got like a good mix of people. I'm going to send you 3 patterns. Let me know which you like best. Might do that after this stream, man. Whoa, that was a big power bomb out on the floor. It's not going well for Squid Boy. Looks like Big Popper's getting exactly what he wanted for this match. With that huge clubbing blows across the chest. Just absolutely manhandling the squid. Oh, did Pitbull make it for you then? Oh, for Trevor, okay. Just to let you know, Mr. World, we do have... I mean, you can check the channel point rewards now, but, like, we do have an update reward, so I don't have too many updates to do in, say, 1 week. I don't want people, like, updating over and over and over again, you know? Like, every week. So if you're going to do an update, make it big. Make those points count. I've got quite a lot on there, to be fair, like rewards and that. Norse Pagan. Honestly, Odin, my friend, he's into all that as well. I know, I'd say like cursory. I know, like not just like Marvel. You know, I know a little bit here and there. Originally, our tag team in FTU is going to be heavily Norse based, so. It's actually called Ragnarok, but that's changing soon because basically things didn't pan out exactly how we'd thought they would. So we're changing the gimmick soon. We've got gonna have a whole rename and stuff come the next pay-per-view. Well, Squid Boy is taunting quite a lot here. I haven't paid much attention to this match. I do apologise to the people that have got their calls in. Essentially, Odin was going to be Odin. Like, my guy was, like, he's called the villain. So it's sort of like a not so on the nose allegory for Loki, I guess. In a way. But, I don't know, we had a lot of ideas floating around. But, like I say, it didn't work out. So we're going for a more pro wrestling sort of gimmick. Sort of easier to promo for that kind of stuff as well, to be honest. Oh, Squid Boy in control now. He managed to fight his way back, but commentator's curse. Big Popper with a back elbow. Over it, belly to belly suplex. Dumping Squid Boy into the corner of the ring. Huge body slam. Big Popper showing that he's agile, getting in and out of the ring. Very important skill for wrestlers to have, of course. Getting a little too cocky. Squid Boy back on his feet. Big man just seems a little bit too much at the moment. Can't quite get all of his maneuvers in, Squid Boy. He keeps getting just thrown off. That's fair, man. My next update for my guy and Odin and all the rest of it is going to sort of be a final update. Yeah, they're basically done. So for the rest of the season until 2K24 at the very least. Even then, come 2K24, they might have the same look and the same moves. I've written down all the moves. I'm sort of in the process of doing that for a few cores at the moment. Got a while to go, but when I've got time, I'm doing it now, so I don't have to rush it later. We're on an 8 count. Squid Boy getting up at 8. It's not going well for Squid. Getting himself out of that powerbomb, I think that was an important thing to do for him. Didn't quite manage to take advantage of it, though. It's the problem with AI and last man standing matches. They tend to do like a little move and they just stand there. Alright, a 4 count. I do think that Big Pop is going to get exactly what he wanted. Another 8 count. Unsurprising that he got up from that because all it was a Matt Slam. Don't you fucking dare. Ah. Oh. Just shoves him over and then stands over him. Okay, well anyway. couple little things they need to do the AI in this game. Only a 7 count. Looks like you got to actually do something to put away the squid. Big reversal from Squid Boy into a reverse DDT. Oh, Squid Boy going for a kendo stick. I can speak English, I swear. 2K can't do running moves. Oh. Well, that jumping back elbow did not take Big Popper off his feet. That's surprising at this late stage of the match. Again, 2K can't do running moves. Stop trying. Oh, what a combination for DT. Busted Big Popper open. You can't say Squid Boy didn't get his licks in. Well, Squid Boy seems to be fighting for his life. He does not want to stay down. He had an impressive debut against Stitches. Hoping to continue that momentum. Oh, that could be an important reversal there. Overhead base Benny again. Launching Squid Boy across the ring. But Big Popper's not done. Sending Squid Boy into the corner now. Well, not getting what he wanted out of that exchange. Oh, Squid Boy with another reversal into another reverse DDT yet again. UK can't do running moves. Oh, actually, Big Popper dodged that. Got out of the way of the leg lariat. Squid Boy going to work on the body. I'm not sure how effective that would be against a man of Big Popper's stature, but does seem to be being effective, which is surprising. Well, Squid Boy setting something up here. I think he's looking to put Big Popper away. He's going to try to leap coast to coast with Big Popper in the tree of woe. Lands it. Big double foot drop kick to the head from the tree of woe. That could be it. And now we wait. This lid sometimes falls off, so I have to hold it. Well, we're at a 7 count. Could Squid Boy have done the upset? 8. Was that an 8 or a 9? I think it was an 8. Squid Boy in the corner. Big headbutt. What is Big Popper setting up? I don't think that's where you want to be, Squid Boy. It's not where you want to be. Oh, Big Popper crushing the abdomen of Squid Boy. And that's it. It's done. Oh, no, it's not. It's not over. Big Popper picking up Squid Boy. And just throwing him around. I don't know what that move was. I'll be honest. Back into the corner again. Big Popper with a kendo stick. Nailing Squid Boy in the top of his skull. Vicious attack. Squid Boy fighting back now. Ah, I didn't do the fucking match predictions. Okay, yeah, I'll do that next time. Sorry, guys. I was eager to get back into it after turning off the commentary earlier. Oh, Squid Boy back in control. Somehow managed to fight back after having his entire abdomen crushed by Big Popper. Showing that utter resilience of squids around the world. This is a long old match. Squid Boy back in the corner. Both of these wrestlers utilising the corners. It's a great effect. It looks like he's going to the well a second time. Squid Boy not able to get out of the way. He has his abdomen crushed yet again by this huge specimen of a man. That's got to be it. It's got to be done, surely. Well, Big Papa does seem confident, doesn't he? Nine. We're at 9 count. It's over. Squid Boy getting up just a second late. Well, Squid Boy losing his second match in SDCW. Big Papa getting exactly what he wanted, which was revenge for Stitch's loss against the Squid in the Squid's debut. Congratulations on the debut win, Big Papa, in impressive fashion in a last man standing match which he requested. Did get busted open for the trouble, but I'm not sure he's really bothered about that. Okay. I was going to do something, I can't remember. Oh yes, predictions. Let's remember the predictions, shall we? Right, who will win? Right, we've got Liger against Mega Mac. Mega Mac and Liger both making their debuts tonight. Also, Mega Man, fuck's sake. Mega Man is a streamer. Mega Man, did I do it again? Mega Mac is a streamer. Also, someone that I watch who's joined the roster. So I'll be doing a shout out for him during his entrance. Liger, though, clearly an inspiration of the Ultimate Warrior. Or inspired by, more like the Ultimate Warrior. But it's more a twist of the Ultimate Warrior if the Ultimate Warrior spent some time in Japan. You'll see what I mean later on, maybe. Aside from the Tiger Mask, of course. Well, The Harm, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Of course, if you... I was going to say it. If you want to join the roster, there is the information. That's basically all you need to know. The cost for a contract is 5,000 channel points, just to ensure that you are actually going to come back and be involved. Okay, we got Mega Mac. We're doing a shout out to his channel. Hopefully I got it right.
And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 269 pounds.
Forgot to change Mega Mac's theme tune, which is my mistake. I'll do that next time. What fucking game is he playing in this? I think his game bugged out. Oh yeah. His core, I actually created this one, and Liger, because I will create cores for people that don't have the game. Like Mega Mac wanted to cross between a Giga Chad meme and Scotty Too Hotty from Too Cool. And this is what I came up with. He absolutely loved the entrance, but I found out that Rikishi's theme music is in the game. So next time you see him, he'll have that. Because that's my mistake. I didn't realise that I had that as DLC. Obviously, both of these wrestlers want to make a big impression on their dual debut. Right, let's see what these two have got. When Liger was made, Peanut was involved. I made both of these live on stream, and because Peanut was there, they had input on the moveset and the looks of the character. It's made pretty much exactly how they wanted them. Liger taking the advantage in the early stages of this match. Big like deadlift heel throw. Oh, Mega Mac showing his wrestling acumen there with a double leg takedown. What a 360 corner splash. Throwing some flair on that move. Liger the taller of the two men, but arguably Mega Mac the stronger. Evident by their physiques. Huge corner clothesline. Oh, Liger. Big back suplex. Mac rolling to the outside, trying to get out of harm's way. Liger on top though. Flying clothesline to the outside. Mega Mac did not see that coming. Whoa. Mac has been busted open with that discus punch to the side of the head. Returns favour of a gut wrench suplex to the floor. Liger not staying down though. Oh, Mega Mac's been sent to the steps. Liger with the definite advantage in the early stages of this match. Quite proud of his quite proud of his physique there, Liger. Snake eyes. Mega Mac coming back fighting. Working on the arm. Oh, classic wrestling takedown. Liger now going to the safety of the ropes. Didn't expect Mac to come back fighting so hard, but stopped himself from getting launched to the outside again. Tiger suplex! Driving Max down onto the canvas on the back of his neck and head. Mac with a rear clothesline, spun Liger around, hit down the back of the head. I think that was a payback for the Tiger suplex. Obviously being hit by a man of Mega Mac's size, you're going to feel it. What gimmick was my favourite? Oh, well that's just mean. I didn't get to see much of his Fiend run, I'll be honest. I kind of like the idea of that one. I need to watch it back. But I mean, the Wyatt family was when I saw the most of him, I think. So I'm going to have to say that. I'll be honest. But that is going back. That he's probably done way more interesting stuff that I didn't get to see when I was not watching wrestling for a while. Well, Mac with the pin gets a 2 count. Quite a clean 2 count as well. Like basement drop kick. Liger reversing. Oh, what's Liger doing? That was a butterfly powerbomb. Oh, almost gets the 3 count. That was so close. But yeah, Bray will be missed. There's not going to be another one like him. You know, there's no one like The Undertaker, for example. So many have tried. So many have tried. We've had like Papa Shango's. We've had all sorts of, you know, dark gimmicks like that. And Bray was the only one that managed to bring not just one, but multiple dark gimmicks that got over at least for a time, obviously marred by injuries and creative problems with WWE and all sorts of complications. All deadlift on the outside, power slam onto that thin mat. Doing damage to Mac's back, and now hammering that home with some clubbing blows and some axe handles to the spine of Mega Mac. Referee counting on 5. Oh, just dumps him again onto that floor. A military press from Liger. Again, it's all Liger now. Mac's got to do something to get out of this. It's not the way he wanted his debut. But yeah, there might be another one like Bray. It's just not going to happen. He had so many gimmicks that were good that could have got over in pretty much any company. And obviously some of them didn't work out because of injury and all the rest of it, like I say. But yeah, we're not going to get a person like anyone like him again, I don't think. As far as I was concerned, he could have been the next Undertaker if he got given the run that he needed to get a gimmick over that hard. Well, Mega Mac now getting the fight, taking the fight to Liger with a series of clotheslines. Liger going to the safety of the ropes again. Not that safe. Clotheslines to the outside. Last time Mac was out here, though, it didn't work out so well for him, and doesn't seem to be going that well again. Spinebuster from Liger. That deadlift again. Just launching Mega Mac. Takes a lot of strength to throw a man that big, that far. Oh. Shin breaker. Again, just picking up Mega Mac and dumping him on his back. A lot of damage must be done to the back and spine of Mega Mac with all these big slams on the floor. Mega Mac trying, seemingly, and failing to get on his feet then. Liger with a huge elbow drop to the spine. Apparently you haven't seen everything from Mega Mac just yet. Another wrestling takedown. What's Mega Mac doing? Oh, hangs up Liger on the ropes. A leg drop. Goes for the pin. But Liger gets the ropes. Forcing the referee to stop the count at 1. Thanks for that, man. I appreciate that. You have a good one. Thanks for coming. Hope to see you again, yeah? Look after yourself. Butterfly powerbomb. Again. Puts Mega Mac away. Too much damage been done to the back and spine of Mega Mac. Oh, thanks, man. No, honestly, I appreciate that. Like, any kind of feedback, you know, greatly appreciated. Even if it's criticism, I'll take it and, like, try and work on it. But yeah, Peanuts core there. Liger getting the win on his debut against some fairly stiff competition, Mega Mac. Those big slams proving a little too much, especially as those on the outside of the ring. Definitely took advantage of the situation. Right, we will not be doing an entrance for this match just because, you know, time. Got a lot of matches coming up, a lot of championship matches, so there'll be a lot of entrances happening. They take up a lot of time, it all builds up. Patrick H versus Joshua King. Both on a winning streak. Patrick H even getting the attention of McGill, who's tag team champion of SDCW and FTU, as well as the FTU King of the Ring currently. He also won another title, another E-Fed, I think it's GIW, recently. So Patrick H, with his wins, convincing wins on Elevate, caught McGill's attention. Obviously went up against McGill last week, put up a decent fight, but ultimately once McGill realised what he was dealing with in the ring, he put Patrick H away quite quickly. It was almost out of nowhere. Joshua King on a winning streak, hasn't lost yet. Basically, he had fought everyone that he had graduated into Elevate with at the time. Defeated Marcus, who's recently signed a contract with the main roster. So now the two best competitors on Elevate are going head to head. Bit of an even match so far. Apparently he hadn't stunned Patrick H enough for that elbow drop that he'd set up. Oh, exposed suplex into the corner. Does a lot of damage to your legs getting caught up on those ropes. Just drives you straight down the upper back and neck area. Patrick H taunting at the wrong time, ends up getting taken out by a suicide dive from out of nowhere. Series of chops. Oh, Joshua King. Well, I was about to say he's in full control of this match, but then he missed that knee drop and took a huge drop kick to the face. That's one of the best drop kicks I've ever seen. Hasn't faced him though. Big spine buster on return at the point of returning to the ring. I can talk. Predictions. I will remember one day. This match is a little too far in to do predictions now. Whoa, there was the poison mist followed by a knee strike. Joshua King grabbing the ropes, still aware of where he was in the ring, though he couldn't see. Great ring awareness from the rookie. Oh, running headbutt. Oh, someone else has done the predictions. Wait, no, that's just that one. Okay, cool. Blah. Patrick H getting a 2 count. After that running headbutt on Joshua King. A win against Joshua King with the record he's produced so far in Elevate would be a huge win. It would put Patrick H at the top of the pecking order in the developmental brand. Obviously Joshua King wants to stay up there as well. Joshua King obviously hasn't actually had a match against anyone from the main roster just yet. Oh, there's that elbow drop that he attempted earlier. Oh, missed the cyclone kick. Patrick H saw that coming. I'm not sure what he tried to do there. Looked like a top of the pegging order. You're right, Hutchie. How's it going, man? Oh, Hutchie streams as well. I hope he's got a clip because he's about to see it. Well, driving Patrick H's face into his knee. Joshua King up top. Is that a 630 splash? Or some kind of fucking some sort of splash. Front flipping. Gets a 2 count. It's looking good for Joshua at the moment. He's setting up. He's looking to put Patrick H away with that butterfly swinging neck breaker. Patrick H refusing to stay down. Here's some word from our sponsors, hopefully. Well, Joshua King's just been busted open. Wow! Buckshot lariat. Well, that was quite the clip there. Absolutely amazing and hilarious. Epic gameplay. 10 out of 10 would recommend. No, I know how that happens. Yeah, like someone hits clip and you end up like a clip of nothing. Well, what an air raid crash neck breaker. Pin in the centre of the ring. Gets a 2 count against Joshua King. Patrick H on the offensive now. Poison missed again. What's the ref doing? And there's that running knee strike. The ref apparently does not give a single fuck about the green mist. Reptile jizz indeed. All my streams should be tagged to be adults only, so we get away with a spicy... Yep, definitely tagged up properly. We definitely get away with some of the spicy commentary in this B-Fed. Right, back to the match. I just want to double check. Joshua King back on the offensive. Looked like he done neck breaker on Patrick H. He's going for a people's elbow. Nails it. Patrick H in trouble. Patrick H actually has a faction called the Disciples. Making their way into SDCW gradually. Protoctista. Female wrestler is a part of that faction. Oh, what's Patrick H going for here? Oh, Joshua King find out the powerbomb situation. Son of a bitch! I mean, yeah, I did. I think I mentioned earlier that I forgot the predictions. I'm going to do them for the next match. Well, there's a lung blower. Project Champa. 3 count. That's it. Patrick H wins. Not only did he manage to put up a good fight against one of the top main roster competitors, but he just took out the next guy on the developmental brand of Elevate, putting himself right on top of the pecking order. What a huge impact he could make when he comes up to the main roster.
Here is your winner, the deranged Hitler, Patrick H.
Apparently, Joshua King has mastered the art of floating on one knee on the outside of the ring now. It's about 5 foot up. What a win! Okay, definitely turn off the entrances for this one. So we'll do the predictions now. Alright, we got Moogle, who won her debut but lost against Peanut in her next match, Freya, who a lot of people are familiar with at this point. Peanut, who did spend the early goings of this season on the injury list. And Protoctista, who is the newcomer and the only woman in this match that's on the developmental brand. Freya, Moogle and Peanut are all on the Internet Championship division, which is the women's mid card. Here we go. Well, Protoctista has already defeated Freya once, and Moogle and Peanut have a little bit of bad blood seemingly forming between the two. I mean, it's up to you, but if you spend those points, then it's just longer to get to the main roster. Predictions are up, by the way. Although probably not the best match to do predictions, with it being 4 women. Oh, huge corner hip attack on Freya from Moogle. Moogle probably the most bubbly, charismatic woman on the roster, to be honest. Protoctista, or Pro, as she likes to be called. Probably one of the strongest women on the roster. Peanut is a bit vicious. And Freya is by far the most agile woman on the roster, I believe. So quite a mix. Peanut's a bit of a mixed bag on her style, but does have a mean streak to her. Freya with 2 drop kicks, taking out Pro and Peanut, but now contending with Moogle in the ring. We'll get some wheelbarrow takedown, followed by a double stomp. Peanut and Pro fighting outside the ring. Oh, hip toss, followed by a knee strike. Double knees to the abdomen. Oh, Pro now. Oh, Peanut's got a chair. Not able to utilise it. Apparently that kick was strong enough to not only, well, hit Peanut in the stomach, but it also took the ref out. Our referees are, of course, made of tracing paper. Hey Marcus, how you doing? That kendo stick being put to good use by Pro. Absolutely taking Freya apart with that. The only reason the onslaught stopped is because Peanut interrupted. It's not a good time to be taunting on the ropes there. I just realised we've got a ring with 3 redheads. Oh, it's botch under a moderator thing. Fuck. I have to change that. I'll do it another time though. Sunset flip powerbomb from Freya. Gets a chair to the dome. Freya has not had the best run in this match. Probably taken the most damage out of all 4 of the women. Peanut unwisely going for a pin with Pro standing right there. Sorry. Oh, what a hurricanrana! Peanut showing that she is also quite agile when she needs to be. Series of strikes from Peanut on Freya. Back elbow on Moogle. Gets caught by Freya though. 2K can do running moves this time. Hurricanrana into a pin. Gets a 2 count on Peanut. Took the cat girl by surprise. This is the main event, the pre-show. After this we are going into the pay-per-view. Satellite DDT from Freya. Dumping Peanut's head on the mat. Freya suddenly dominating. Missed that. Oh! Springboard clothesline or something that looked like. Now chair shots from Freya. She's, well, apparently trying to get her own back, but against the wrong women. What's Moogle doing? 2K can't do running moves. Oh, nice drop kick. Peanut and Pro just brawling outside of the ring. Just hope they keep an eye on what's going on inside the ring. Series of strikes from Moogle, followed up by a running Meteora. Freya laid out in the middle of the ring. Looks like she's in a bad way. But Peanut stopping Moogle's momentum in its tracks. Freya not having another kendo stick assault from Pro, getting some revenge Pro rolling out of the ring before she takes too much damage. Now attacking Moogle. Freya, the only one of these women that's wanting to stay in the ring, it seems. Gets a 2 count on Moogle. Snap swinging neck breaker. Now Peanut with a chair. But Pro just broke a kendo stick over Peanut's skull while she was assaulting, giving Moogle enough time to roll out of the ring. But after that, oh, doesn't even get a 1 count on Pro there, Peanut. Jumping DDT. Oh, what's Pro doing? Powerbomb. Not done yet. That's 2. The 3rd powerbomb, laying Moogle out. Freya's there though to stop the cover. Stiff neck breaker. Pro rolling out of the ring. Oh, low super kick from Peanut after a schoolboy maneuver. What a spine buster from Pro. If she wins this, then that will just put her above 3 main roster women, which will put her right into like a contender sort of straight into the women's championship division rather than the internet division. With such an impressive win like that, because all 3 of these women are in the internet division at the moment. Moogle with basement drop kick to Pro. Knee to the back. Freya and Moogle brawling on the outside. It's the first time that Freya's been outside of the ring. Oh, Pro going for those power bombs again. Absolutely dismantling Moogle. Goes for the pin. Oh, only gets it. Barely kicks out on 2. That was almost it. Pro just almost become the winner of a fatal 4-way against 3 women from the main roster while she's still under a developmental contract. Oh, butterfly backbreaker from Moogle. Gets taken down by Freya. Peanut breaks up the cover. Hurricane centre of the ring. You gotta forgive me for the yawning. I got woken up at 5 AM this morning. Great. Oh, Superman punch! Middle of the ring. Someone's got to break that up. Freya, kicking out of her own accord, did not need the help of Pro to keep this match going. What's Freya doing? Apparently nothing. Kendo stick assault on the outside to Moogle. Oh. Pro reversal. Big clothesline. Ah. All 4 women on the outside of the ring for the first time, I think. Double stomps to Peanut from Freya after a double leg takedown. A poison Rana on the outside, spiking Peanut's dome into that thin mat. It's just pure concrete underneath that. Somehow Peanut still managing to get back on her feet. Would not be surprised if one of these women gets injured from this match. Some of them taking more damage than others. Freya arguably the most because of the weapon shots, but at the same time, 2 sets of triple power bombs on Moogle by Pro. Speaking of weapon shots, Freya just took a head slam into the adamantium made unmovable barricade that we have. Health insurance policy would not be happy with that. Ah! Sorry. Ladies, if we could get back in the ring, because this can only end in one place, and that is the ring. Huge running forearm. Up here, it looked like she was trying to build some momentum there, but Pro not having any of it. Huge insecurity from the strongest woman in the match. She's using the barricade to her advantage. Moogle gets hold of Prodo and creates some distance. Jumping knee strike. And Pro making an effort to try and get Peanut back into the ring. Moogle taking advantage. Peanut with reversal. Series of strikes from Freya on the outside, followed by a DDT. Laying Pro out. Oh, Peanut's up top. Massive shooting star press, but Freya's there to break up the pin. There's those double stomps yet again. Oh, stiff assault on the outside. Hey, Venom Rashid, welcome to the channel. Appreciate the follow. If you'd like to join, there's the details for you. If you've got any questions, please let me know. Again, this would be a massive victory for Pro if she managed to win against 3 women on the from the main roster while she's still under developmental contract. Choking Freya on the ropes. Big hip attack again in the corner by Moogle. Oh, what's this? Air raid crash neck breaker. Pro rolling out the ring after that. Peanut still laid out. Moogle going for the cover. Gets a 2 count. Oh, well, Pro there with a bait and switch. Acted scared of Moogle, lured her in here with a drop kick. Oh, got Moogle and Freya in the ring. Oh, doubling takedown, double stomps from Moogle to Freya. So agile to get onto the top rope. Hits a big moonsault. Now, Moogle isn't the most agile of women. That moonsault could have done some huge damage. She's got some great height on that. Oh! Well, Pro sent so much into that kick that she ended up bouncing off the turnbuckles when Moogle dodged it. Freya with a sledgehammer, not able to utilise it because Pro stops her in her tracks. Pro with a kendo stick again. Oh, gets a chair shot though. Moogle with a pin. Moogle pins Freya. Gets the win. Now that I am surprised about. That's a series of strikes on Freya. Peanut was looking good to win, but so was Pro at one point. Freya was just not able to get the momentum to get any of her big moves off.
Here is your winner, Magical.
And here's that charisma I was talking about. Congratulations, Moogle. That was a big win. Especially, hello Pro, especially after Moogle took 2 triple power bombs from Pro earlier on in the match. It looked like she was done then and there. But she managed to sneak out a win. Welcome back, Pro. Always great to have you here. Right, we are now going up to the pay-per-view, which I need to book. So, match card. Alright, let's check the news first. Oh, Clown's been cleared and Manic's been cleared from injury. Nice. So, Quartermaster won his debut against Stitches. Big Popper got payback for Stitches' loss against Squid Boy. He might want to have a word with Quartermaster after that then. Liger beats Mega Mac. Patrick H solidifies himself at the top of Elevate's male division as the top new prospect by beating Joshua King, who was on a win streak. And Moogle ekes out the win in the Fatal 4-Way. And I should just hit next show. What am I doing? Boom! First pay-per-view since the first show. Time to edit some matches. Right. Well, one of them is right. Title match on. Boom. Alright, hardcore title on the line. And next one. 6-man tag match. Tornado, please. I don't want this lasting forever and a day. That! Right. I think we'll have Rose. Alright, the Blood Hunters. In fact, Madcap hasn't had a match yet. I think Rose has, I'm not sure. I think Rose was in the pay-per-view, so yeah. I've got the Blood Hunters versus the Immortals Club. Obviously a little bit of bad blood forming between the two. Where the fuck are you? Oh yeah, I forgot. Shit. When I booked this, I forgot that there was, okay, this is not a 6-man match then, this is just a normal tornado tag. I don't want to book them twice, if that makes sense. There was a last minute there was a change after I did the initial booking, so that's my bad. No. We're not having Vincent Green, we're having Josh. Okay. Hey Moogle, you just won a Fatal 4-Way match. You just missed it. Then we have... Oh, fuck yeah, okay. Custom. 2 out of 3 falls, no escape. It's Noel, I think. Noel. Noel going for Banshee's title. Ah yes. The decider between The Prophet's Chaos. Obviously, unfortunately for the Prophet's Chaos, they have had a bad run of it going up against Ragnarok. Why does he keep booking Cherry Blast? Also, I think it's funny that he's actually just booked them and I've just booked them then. Fuck's sake. Right. Oh, wait. Extreme Rules match. There you go. Not one. Ah. Right, hold on. I'm absolutely making a faff of this, aren't I? I'm trying to rush it. I shouldn't be trying to rush it. Okay. 2-on-2. Extreme Rules. Bosh. Big Hutch. Okay. Next match. Curtis Stunt versus the Show Sam Hooker. Predictions are up.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the Hardcore Championship.
Oh dear. Give me a sec. I will not be long. Hello, welcome back. Need to add alert command. Sorry about that. Quick word from our sponsors.
That's it.
Oh, nice ring break.
Superplex breaks the ring. That's psychopath.
We do love flashbang here. Whoa, 50-50 on the predictions. Okay, so for the hardcore championship, here comes the champion. Once again, Vincent Green, more than convincing in winning that belt. It was him and Odin, the last two people left in that six-man elimination match. And Vincent Green didn't only make sure that he won the match, he made sure to dismantle Odin and secure that victory. So, to say he's got the killer instinct, that mean streak required to keep hold of a hardcore title is an understatement. Lee Johnson only recently come back from injury, I believe. To be in this match, as he was injured in winning the #1 contendership match, to get this chance. I believe that was a fatal four-way. And we'll see who comes out on top. Let the pay-per-view commence.
Introducing the challenger from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 238 pounds, the Bull, Lee Johnson.
Lee Johnson representing
And
the
his
Prophets of
opponent
Chaos in
from
this match.
Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 225 pounds, he is the hardcore champion, Vincent Green.
These two have not faced each other outside in SDCW outside of that first show which decided the champion. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in this match. It's not like the other matches that we've got on this card where there's a build-up. This is straight and off the cuff. Oh, Vincent Green wasting no time. Sends Lee Johnson to the corner. Lee Johnson, stronger man, pound for pound, also the shorter man. But I think that we can't discount the sheer vicious nature of Vincent Green, which he displayed on that first show. Not only that, but I believe he's the faster of the two. Well, that was a stupid fucking decision. Goes for a top rope crossbody to the outside of the ring, lands on his face, but taking advantage of the bat that Lee Johnson practically gave to him. Getting a bat strike in. Release German suplex, just broke the barricade. I didn't even know that was possible in this game. What a moment. So early in this match. Vincent Green clearly not wasting any time. Short arm clothesline. Lee Johnson clearly stunned from being tossed with a released German suplex through that barricade. Clearly taking some time, quite a bit of time to recover, but Vincent Green just not laying up this assault. There are no countouts, but I do believe that the match has to end in the ring. Where are they going? Let's see who stops the abdomen, followed by a strong forearm. Vincent Green going for the tools. Crowd wants tables. Whoa! I'm not sure what move that was, but that looked kind of painful. I know most moves, but there are the odd one where I'm just like, what? Sleeper slam. There's that viciousness that we talked about earlier, shown again. Seemingly making light work of Lee Johnson at this point. Lee Johnson trying to build some momentum with a huge back suplex. Vincent Green, why is he getting out of the ring? Comes back with a chair. Peanut catching Pokemon in the chat. We've got a crossface. Vincent Green fighting out. They can lose by submission in this match. So it's a wise decision. Another crossface. Once again, Vincent Green gets out. Pace of this match has slowed down quite a bit. And Lee Johnson not wanting to go for a carry. Comes back with a Uranagi. Too early for a pin. Barely even gets a one, if that. Oh, Lee Johnson setting something up here. Oh, pop-up powerbomb from out of nowhere. Vincent Green kicks up at 2. Not one to stay down. Vincent Green fighting back again. Big side slam driving the back of Lee Johnson's skull into that chair. Vincent Green looking to end this. He's going for the Shining Wizard. Nails it. Locks the pin in. Gets a 2 count. That could have ended it. That was quite a vicious side slam onto that chair. Chair wedged into the corner. Vincent Green has something in mind for that chair, I think. Big insecurity. Oh, stunner! Stunner, middle of the ring. Vincent Green not going for the pin. Vincent Green not going for the pin. Okay. Lee Johnson fights out the head scissors. Oh, clips Lee Johnson sliding out of the ring. Just catches him inside the head. Vince Green with the kendo stick. Rolls through the gut wrench suplex. Vince Green with back elbow and a front drop kick. What a sequence. Oh, the ladder's coming out. Vincent Green just getting clipped with the ladder. Fight moved to the outside of the ring once again. There's that side slam again. Unique slam from Lee Johnson. He's just noticed the chair in the corner. Lee Johnson gets the chair shot to the dome of Vincent Green, looking for some payback. Wedges the chair back into the corner. Doesn't get to make any use of it. 2K does a running move. Shocking. Ooh, that's a stiff knee to the face. I could be wrong. That is definitely a stiff knee to the face. Pin, middle of the ring. Gets 2 count. Oh, he's going for that Shining Wizard again. If this hits, which it does, that it should be over. Lee Johnson still manages to kick out. Lee Johnson showing just how resilient he can be. In spite of recently coming back from injury, Vincent Green's got an idea of a table. Strong series of strikes from Lee Johnson. Nice takedown on the outside. What a match to open with. Vincent Green waiting inside with the kendo stick. Each time I say that someone's got a weapon, they drop it. Oh, what a face buster. That was a big face buster from Lee Johnson. And he gets a 2 count out of Vincent Green. They go for it again. Face buster again, middle of the ring. There's no ropes nearby. Can Vincent Green kick out? He can't. New champion. Did I forget to do the prediction? Oh no, I did. Well, new hardcore champion, Vincent Green dethroned. Seemed unlikely that it would happen considering the injury that Lee Johnson had suffered.
Here is your winner.
What a surprising outcome.
Hardcore champion, the Bull, Lee
Prophets of Chaos will be pleased to have some SDCW Championship gold within their faction. There's definitely some hard slaps in that match, Peanut, you are correct. All hail the new champion. It's a surprising outcome. Honestly, looked like Vincent Green was going to win that, but 2 face busters like that seals the win.
Toxic.
Alright, before we start this tag team match, I'm going to do a be right back. I will not be long. I'm just going to go for a quick bathroom break. Alright, if you can hear me, I'm back. I'm just doing myself some water. And then we'll crack on with this tag team match. Oh. And we are back. Right. Oh shit, I shouldn't turn. Well, no, it's pay-per-view. We'll leave the entrance on. I was going to skip this one originally because it's not a championship match, but there has been some back and forth between the Immortals Club and the Blood Hunters recently, so it seemed fitting that they would finish their little mini feud. Yo Marcus, how you doing, man? Again, apologies that you're not in this. As far as I was concerned, you just moved up to the main roster, but you know, you've only just arrived there, so pay-per-view and all that. The Blood Hunters, big faction, FTU, countless titles underneath their belts collectively. Arguably the majority coming from Brett Storm himself. Well, main roster characters can appear on Elevate, but I'd like to think that Marcus would like to have his first match on the main roster next week. So, I mean, it's not like it's not going to happen. It could quite easily happen. Basically, if for any reason, like I'm repeating a match on Elevate, or someone's injured and I can't fill the slot, someone from the main roster will come down to fill that slot. Well, Bloodhunters look ready for a war. I mean, possibly. Possibly, depends what you're going for and all the rest of it. And what you want me to do, Marcus. I'm happy to help out if I can.
375 pounds.
That's fair. I mean, like, it's at the end of the day, it's your career. Like, the developmental thing is just there to filter, like, you know, primarily for Twitch reasons, to filter out people that just want to, you know, get a match and that's it. But if you want to stay down there for longer for career story purposes, then by all means. Alright, predictions are up. I know Josh recently had a match, but I can't remember if he won. Shit. I should have looked whilst I was going to the loo. The Immortals Club won the previous exchange between these two tag teams. I can confirm that much. Ah, what, like, Wyatt family Bray. Fair enough. The main problem you have with that is if you want a button-up shirt that's undone. There's not really that many options regarding that in this game. But if you want a buttoned-up Hawaiian shirt, yeah, you can get that. Plus with the Bray Wyatt DLC, there's probably, I mean, you can probably get his attire. like one of his tyres and transfer it over maybe. I know there's like versions of Bray Wyatt on the community creations that you can sort of, you know, download, copy the tyre over and do it that way. Right, well, it's a bit of an even start to this match. Brett Storm looking to get vicious with those forearms to the back of the neck of Josh Evans. TJ Ward, of course, in that multi-man match, in the first show, the 6-man Iron Man match, championship scramble for the World Championship. And he had the worst end of the stick throughout the whole match. Did start making a comeback towards the end, but well, it was too far gone at that point. Butterfly powerbomb, middle of the ring. Josh Evans pin, gets a 2 count early on. Thomas Paine bringing the pain. Stiff knee to TJ Ward. Bloodhunters clearly in control. Is Hachi still here? Do you see Lee Johnston's match? That's what I want to know. I don't know what Pokemon that is, but someone's using an Ultra Ball, so I'm getting in on the action. Would help if I knew what I was typing. Josh Evans with the reversal gets done by a stiff double axe handle to the back of the head. Oh, big distance clothesline from Thomas Paine. Bloodhunters really trying to make their mark on the tag division here. Whoever wins this match may be the #1 contenders for the tag belts going forward. As I've just decided on the fly. Exploder suplex from Brett Storm. A mega driver middle in the ring. Brett Storm pinned. Gets a hard 2 count. Oh, the Pokemon had already escaped. I suck. Another pin on Brett Storm, getting another 2 count. TJ Ward trying to put this away early. What's Thomas Paine doing? Oh, big lung blower. Knocking the wind out of TJ Ward. Josh Evans just standing on the outside of the ring. Not sure what he's doing. Tries to help TJ Ward. Butterfly powerbomb for his troubles. Rolling back to the safety of the ropes. Big Snapdragon suplex. Bloodhunters in this match really working well together. What a knee strike. TJ Ward. What's Brett Storm doing? Big boot sending Josh Evans back out of the ring. He seems to have spent more time out of the ring than in. Reversal from TJ Ward into a bulldog. Just laying it into Brett Storm. He's had a tough start. Brett Storm's no joke though. There's a feud forming between him and McGill on FTU at the moment, but right now McGill is too focused on the World Championship. 2 count on Brett Storm. The Immortals Club fought their way back into this match with a series of hard strikes. Josh Evans going for a unique elbow drop off the middle rope. Doesn't land it. Oh, Storm knee bar. Storm knee bar on TJ Ward. He's got to fight out. He's not near the ropes. TJ Ward gets out. Oh, what a tope con hilo from Thomas Paine, taking out Josh Evans on the outside of the ring. Another Storm knee bar. TJ Ward taps. Brett Storm gets a much needed win. Brett Storm will be incredibly pleased to hear about that win. He can't be here today. He's currently in Wembley Stadium at the moment, enjoying the festivities of what could be one of the most important pay-per-views of recent wrestling history. AEW's All In.
Here are your winners.
It was a back and forward match, but the Blood Hunters come out on top. Josh Evans cleanly disposed of during this. 2 submission holds by Thomas Paine, helping secure the win. Congratulations, Blood Hunters. Alright, now we've got 2 out of 3 falls, no escape. Cage match for the Internet Championship between Banshee and Noel. Some much needed momentum for Brett Storm.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match and is for the Internet Championship.
First ever cage match. Okay, the flames on that stage with that setup looks great. I'm sorry, to my own order. Predictions are up, by the way. Like I said. If Marcus is still about and I have time at the end of this pay-per-view, I'll do a quick match for him outside the universe mode, as he didn't get to get on this card. He's been a good supporter of the channel. Appreciate him being around. If I don't have time, obviously I don't have time, which would be unfortunate. But if I do, I'll just put like a for fun match on at the end. Because this card is overall is smaller than the usual card, so I might have time for it. And I'll let Marcus pick his opponent out of anyone on the main or on the games roster or on SDCW's roster. Entirely up to him. Banshee, the Internet Champion, making their way to the ring. And unlike on the first show where the Internet Championship was glitched, it's now in its full glory. Banshee and Noel having a interesting back and forth. Both have got wins against each other. leading up to this match, so this is anyone's game. Banshee requesting the 2 out of 3 falls cage match. For her first title defence. Vincent Green earlier on tonight, unfortunately for him, losing his hardcore championship against Lee Johnson in his first defence. So we'll see if Banshee can retain or not. I'm sure Noelle would like to get her hands on that belt.
From Sacramento, California, the Blade. And her opponent from your darkest fears. She is the Internet Champion, Banshee.
Alright, here we go. That depends, Hutchie. Was you here for the hardcore title match? Because if you weren't, then you did. Bloodhunters won against the Immortals Club in their tag match. You wasn't. Okay, so Lee Johnson was up against Vincent Green. And Lee Johnson is now the hardcore champion. Honestly, it looked like he wasn't going to win. No, he was, but he was now. Okay. Hey, Mannix, how you doing? I don't know how long you've been there. Patrick H's last match you saw. Okay. The Fatal 4-Way was won by Moogle, which was surprising. To say the least, because her and Freya had taken the most damage. It was a bit of a vicious match. The Hardcore Championship match was also a vicious match. There's a great moment in there. So I'll probably be making a clip of it and post it on TikTok because that was awesome. Moonsault from Noelle. But yeah, that match is definitely worth watching. The Hardcore title match, without a doubt. Brett Storm getting much needed momentum because he's gone into the start of this season lacking momentum. Yes, you do, Hutchie, for the tag team titles. You and Little Clown. Basement drop kick from Noelle. Slow start to this match. 2 out of 3 falls. No escape. I've messaged Bewley. I haven't told him the result, but I've told him that he should probably check it out. So hopefully you'll get the time. It's not ever to you, but it's still like a belt underneath it. I've only seen a little bit of All In. From what I saw, it looks great. Packed stadium. Big vertical suplex. I can't wait to see it. I'll probably be watching. You want the Arcade Bro entrance? I'll have to back out to implement that. If you want, I will. It'll probably be better if I do that off stream for future shows. 2 count on Banshee. Noelle with the early advantage. Yeah, I'll get that done. I'll get that done for you, Hutchie, no problem. It's only a minor change, just the animation, you know. Another 2 count up for her sister Abigail. Noelle looking set to get this belt unless Banshee can fight her way back into this one, which she looks to be doing right now. Wasteland to a sent-on bomb. Oh, Banshee going for a Boston Crab, middle of the ring. There's obviously no rope breaks. Hutchie wants a scooter. Okay, I thought it was going to be the other way round. Oh, remind me of that. I'll get it done. But yeah, if I have time, I'm like after all these matches are done, I'm going to give Marcus a just for fun match if I've got time, and then if I've got time after that, I'll do the entrance on stream because the card's a little bit shorter than usual. Working on the legs of Banshee. See some knee strikes. Oh. Modified camel clutch, knee driven to the lower back. Banshee getting herself out of that one. And returns the favour with a pendulum backbreaker. Followed by an elevated knee strike. It would be hilarious, and I'll make a clip of it, and we'll send it to Flashbang because I think he'd find that funny as well. Oh, rib breaker! Did you manage to see Brett Storm in the crowd? Of All In, I mean, there's a lot of people there. Oh, Noel sent flying into the cage. Awesome. No, but it was a bit of a crowd to... yeah, it was a bit of a crowd to look through. Noel with a pin. Oh! That was so close to being the first fall of this match. I should have put a time limit on this. Oh, that looked like an important reversal. Flying elbow strike from Banshee, trying to get her way back into this. Sister Abigail, though. Noel refusing to let her get into this. First fall. Banshee is looking to lose her title. If Noel gets another pinfall submission, it's over. Autocorrect sucks a big one. I mean, autocorrect is great if you're absolutely fucking wasted. If you're pissed out of your mind or fucking stoned or something, it's a lifesaver. But like anytime you're sober, it just fucking absolutely fucks you over. Noel firmly in control of this match. From start to the midway. Banshee though coming back with a big side slam. There's the silence. Chokehold locked in. Will Noel tap? She's been there a long time, fighting her way out. Seems a strike to the side of Banshee's head. Big side slam. Planting Noel's back into the canvas. Huge Uranagi. Those sentons raining down. Momentum has definitely shifted since that silence hold's been put in. And again, second one. Noel fighting her way out, showing her resilience, but damage done. Next one's probably going to score Banshee a point. Oh, avoids the big clothesline. What's this? Death Valley driver. That's it. Noel's got to let a point go now. No! Kicks out two! Noel really wants this belt. Banshee setting her up. Noel dodging out of the way. That could be a key moment in this match. Oh. Nice little sequence there. Noel getting the upper hand of that exchange. Stiff forearm, goes for the pin. Banshee barely getting the shoulder up. Oh, Noelle revving it up. Going for the pin. Banshee kicking out. Strong kick out there. Sister Abigail, it's over. It's over. New champ. New internet champion, Noelle. Taking out Banshee in the match that she requested. I actually tested that match out earlier. The escape was... Having escapes on this game with AI playing is absolutely atrocious, I'll be honest. So that's why I went with the 2 out of 3 falls instead. Banshee absolutely dominated that test match, but it didn't work out well on the night. Congratulations, Noelle. Being the 2nd internet champion of SDCW. So is Ashley Mannix home yet? I know that she's supposed to be coming home today, potentially. Right. Here you go, Hutchie. We're on the halfway point of this pay-per-view now. Ragnarok versus Prophet's Chaos. It is Prophet's Chaos, isn't it? Oh, I'm just having a fucking moment. I guess a bit mentally drained doing the commentary, I'm not going to lie. Predictions are up. Oh, awesome. Glad that she's home. Getting to spend time with you guys and the kids. That's all I'll say about the situation, you know what I mean? Oh, here they come, Prophets of Chaos, trying to get their Tag Team Championships won. Off the inaugural SDCW Tag Team Champs, Ragnarok. Currently FTU Undisputed Tag Champs as well. In FTU, Ragnarok have the longest defense record of this year. Holding the belts for over 70 days. I bet it is. So I said hello. I'm not surprised that she's not in the stream. Like, she's probably too busy, you know, spending time with everyone. But I appreciate you guys are here. Like, a lot, considering. Prophets Chaos haven't had the best run against Ragnarok leading up to this match. Losing multiple times, actually suffering 2 injuries at the hands of Ragnarok. With Little Clown and Declan Mannix suffering minor injuries on the lead up to this, but both being declared fit going into this match. But the feud started with Little Clown, so it's going to end with Little Clown. If Prophets Chaos come back, they might change the roster up. At the moment, it's looking like the Blood Hunters are the #1 contenders against whoever wins this match. Love you too, man.
The following contest is a tag team extreme rules
And all the
match.
Mannixes,
And is for
all the Prophets of Chaos. You guys are awesome.
Introducing the challengers.
Your Iron Man match, that FTU.
505 pounds. Chaos. And their opponents.
Is that for Halloween Havoc? Because I haven't seen a match card, like a full match card for that, I don't think.
Team champions.
Who are you up against? A lot of bad blood forming between the Prophets of Chaos and Ragnarok in SDCW for the roulette title. Ooh. I mean, you could. Over at FTU, Hutchie's a beast at the moment. He's been rolling. Well, starting this off with a series of strikes from both sides. Hutchie just stretching Odin like an accordion, dumping him down for like an inverted Samoan drop. Big drop kick from Odin. Speed of Little Clown with that dodge, a little bit too much. Prophets of Chaos making an early start on this match with the advantage right now. As I say, there's bad blood between Big Hutchie and McGill from the, what was it, four-way tag team elimination match. They were the last two men standing, and McGill managed to get the better of the big man, who was gassed from earlier on in the match, which was a surprising upset. Big Hutchie looks set to win. And since then, Ragnarok, as I say, been causing injuries and a lot of heartache and headaches to the Prophets of Chaos. So, Prophets of Chaos coming into this very determined to win. You love Pale Force. I'm hoping next year I can get like a little bit more natural colour. I don't think the lighting or whatever helped me out with the face imagery. I am pale, like there's no doubt about that, but I'm not quite that pale, except for in winter. Oh, Odin on the outside of the ring, tables and chairs in effect. McGill taking chair shot from Little Clown. Stiff strike from Odin. It's Big Hutchie going for the Boston Crab. McGill just sent out the ring though, so Little Clown's going to break this up really quickly. Hold looked like it was locked in though, so a little bit of damage is already done. Oh, Big Hutchie. Huge slam on the outside. This is not going to plan from Ragnarok, clearly. Oh, Odin though. Powerbomb to the barricade. Laying Little Clown out. Oh yeah, totally. I mean, Big Hutchie's gone through a bit of a metamorphosis in his moveset, I think, since I've been in FTU. It's definitely a lot faster. He's got like a speedier moveset. We're encoding the pay-per-view now. Nice. That's why you made the tag team. Ah, I see. So you're gonna have like a little bit of a fucking back and forth of Ragnarok. Well, I mean, it's not gonna be Ragnarok come Halloween Havoc. It's gonna be a big pay-per-view. I can't tell you, like, I cannot fucking wait. I cannot fucking wait for Halloween Havoc. Oh, Odin missing the senton splash, driving the back of his own skull into the canvas. Little Clown proving just that little bit too fast. Big swing neck breaker on the outside. Series of kendo strikes to Odin. Vicious Little Clown. It's been a little bit back and forth, but for my money, I'd say that the Prophets of Chaos have had the lion's share of the momentum in this match. Huge clothesline! Huge clothesline from Odin. Turned Little Clown inside out. And now he's having to deal with McGill with the kendo stick. Big Hutchie coming in. I don't think you're being very smart there, Odin, taunting him whilst Big Hutchie is standing right there with a kendo stick. McGildo rolling out the way. Well, a suicide dive from Odin to Little Clown. And 2K apparently being able to do running moves at this point. There's a huge turn in this match. And just as quickly as Ragnarok got the momentum, it has turned around. Huge strike from Hutchie. The Spanish fly on the outside from Little Clown. Hutchie looking to end things, but McGill saw right through it with a series of leg kicks. You excited to find out what? What are you excited to find out? I don't know now. I think I know what it is, but yeah, I don't want to assume. Oh, stiff punch from Hutchie. Dragon suplex, middle of the ring. Little Clown coming for the rescue. 2 count. Hutchie kicks out of his own accord. Oh no, Little Clown though. Somersault kill switch to McGill. Odin saving the day with a basement drop kick to the Little Clown. A chair strike. Little Clown clearly taking the lion's share of the damage between the two Prophets of Chaos. We do have great matches. There has not been a match that we've had that's been bad. And each one's had really shocking moments. And I don't think one of them has ended via dubious means yet, like legs on the ropes or anything, which is quite shocking to be honest. Yeah, this is Extreme Rules. There's no rope breaks. Weapons are of course allowed. Oh! Big cut, like dragon cutter on the outside. Odin being manhandled by the big lad. What's Odin doing? Burning hammer! Somehow managed to do a burning hammer on Big Hutchie. Little Clown's just been busted open on the outside. With a series of stamps from McGill. That was that was nearly over. Appreciate the lurk, Pro. Appreciate the lurk, seriously. On your signal for Havoc, I thought so. Oh no, yeah, like. Oh, that was it! Fucking, I missed the ending move. What did Odin do? I was looking at the chat. What the fuck? I honestly thought that was going the other way. Ragnarok retains. Oh, Codebreaker. Yeah, no, Codebreaker after a burning hammer would probably do that, but what a surprising victory. Ragnarok managing to hold on to their belts after taking a series of... Oh, thank you for the gift sub for Sin there. Well, I didn't know Sin was here, he hasn't said hello. Thank you, Pro, appreciate it. What a match though. Prophets of Chaos were in control for such a long time. Right, Curtis Stunt versus the Show Sam Hooker. Interesting one this. So, Curtis Stunt's managed to build some momentum by beating Mateo earlier on in the last week's show, but he hasn't managed to beat the Show Sam Hooker. But the momentum for Curtis Stunt was very important. His overalls have actually gone up quite a bit. I think because Mateo going into this, although it was his first match on stream from Sims, he was doing really well. He was like a 90 odd, and I think that caused one of those. I have to check the status effects, because that might have caused that. I can't remember what it's called, the big win one that we was talking about on FTU stream, because his overall's gone from like an 80 to an 88, and Sam Hooker's on an 87, but Sam has not Alright, let's sort out the predictions. Sam Hooker's not lost against Curtis Stunt yet. So if Curtis Stunt wins this, it's a huge upset. Thank you for being awesome, Pro. And just like, honestly, like, you know, I'm glad that I met you and Patrick H. You guys are great. Okay, stunned with a bit of confidence going into this match after that win. If he'd lost against Mateo, I think I'd say he'd have no chance. But as far as I'm concerned, at this point, this one can go either way. Thank you very much. Predictions are up, by the way. I don't know if I said, got just over a minute left. Here comes the champion. The whole damn show, Sam Hooker. The most unlikely win I've seen in all of EFEDS was when he won that Twitch Championship. In FTU, he has struggled to get a single win. And I do mean any win. I think he's only won one match so far. And he comes into SDCW in a 6-man elimination match. And manages to cause half the participants to tap out to a heel hook. And wins that belt. And then straight after that, he goes to this feud with Curtis Stunt and he wins every match against him. You honestly, like, you know, keep it simple, keep the drama out, everyone has a good time. That's the plan anyway. Like I always say, it's a bit more of a casual affair compared to FTU. There's not like over the top role play like some other EFEDs that we're not going to name.
Introducing the challenger from Scotland.
But like, you know, you don't have like, you know, FC systems and prestige systems and all that, which I love from FTU. But
And his opponent from London,
I didn't want to copy FTU straight up, like all out, you know. I want it to sort of be its own thing, a little bit more casual, a little bit more chill. But FTU is my favourite EFED by far. Like, I think the difference is that FTU makes you feel like there's like a lot at stake because, like, you know, you spend these points that you've been saving from wins, and then if you lose, you know, you lose all those points. It's like, shit. It's like it hits harder. But yeah, we're still waiting on some actual promos to be posted. I'm looking forward to the first promos. Still. Okay, Stunt taking the early advantage with a springboard forearm. Shows Sam Hooker, the least experienced of the two. One of the less experienced in the main roster. Huge tornado DDT off the springboard. Honestly, like, it'd be great if you did, just to get the ball rolling. I've been too busy with promos in FTU. Plus, I don't really want to be the first one to post a promo on my own e-fed, you know. I want that to come from the community. Like, though my guy and Odin won the tag champs, like, it was just like I dumped every possible tag team into that match, and that's just sort of how it worked out. Oh, double stomp off the top rope by Sam Hooker. Gets a 1 count. Far too early in this match to put Cody Stunt away. Clearly, Sam Hooker is supremely confident in getting this win. Sam Hooker was going for something there, but Cody Stunt getting on with first reversal. The back and forth exchange, Cody Stunt getting the better of it. Sleeper slam. Pro's got me. Love it. It's a very back and forth match. Neither of the two really managed to get out of it ahead at this point. Oh, Sam Hooker getting a little bit vicious for those strikes. Stiff kick across the chest for Cody Stunt. Oh, sending Cody Stunt to the outside with a shoulder tackle. Now Sam Hooker on top, looking to dive on the outside. Not saying he really does. Oh, flying neck breaker off the top rope. That was done in real life, that had hurt both of them. All went for a sliding strike to the shin, didn't get it. Cody Stunt bringing things back into the ring. Being sent straight back out by Sam Hooker. Oh, Sam Hooker goes for a flying crossbody. Springboarding off the top rope, misses. I think that's move thief. I think Cody Stunt just put the heel hook in on the outside of the ring. Using Sam Hooker's own move against him. That's got to have done some damage. The drop kick doesn't take Cody Stunt off his feet. Could we have a new champion? Ooh, strong enziguri. Whilst Cody Stunt was stuck in the corner with nowhere to go. Working on the arm. What a vicious punch from Sam Hooker. He hasn't worked on legs as much as he normally does. Setting up for... Oh, he went for that chop block. Cody Stunt reverses into a DDT. This is not going well for Sam Hooker. That match against Mateo could have just turned the tide. Showing disrespect to the champion with that slap after a series of mounted punches. Oh, big neck breaker. Okay, Stunt in control once again, goes for the pin. Only gets a 1 count, just barely. Sam Hooker not looking to lose his title that easily. Avoids the running knee strike. Okay, Stunt is Brett Storm's brother in real life and Universal. Huge clothesline. Okay, Stunt known for his clothesline, putting people away, gets a 2 count. This is not going well at all for Sam Hooker. He's had signature moves reversed. He's had his heel hook used against him already. He has to do something, or this championship reign is going to end very quickly. Should be the shocking upset of the night. Again, Curtis Stunt not having the best of time going up against Sam Hooker. Those heel hooks have really been putting Curtis Stunt away over and over again. But Curtis Stunt seems to have gotten wise. Now, Sam Hooker's actually Odin's brother-in-law IRL. And he's a really nice guy. Sent to a bit of a brawny outside of the ring. Okay, Stunt reversing the back suplex. Does a huge knife edge chop, taking Sam Hooker off his feet. Referee on a 6 count. Going back into the ring. Okay, Stunt cannot afford a count out, victory or loss. Then Sam Hooker will retain the belt. Misses the diving elbow drop off the top rope. Oh, Sam Hooker not able to take advantage. Implant DDT. Close to the ropes though. Gets a rope break. Okay, Stunt showing his frustration with a series of stomps to Sam Hooker's abdomen. Okay, Stunt doing big corner splash. Oh, Scottish Sickle. Scottish Sickle, that could be it. Could be over. New champion. New Twitch TV champion. Curtis Stunt wins. In a shocking victory against Sam Hooker. Just couldn't get his offense off the ground. Again, Sam Hooker has dominated this feud. This is a shocking result. He has absolutely dominated this feud, winning every match against Curtis Stunt leading up to this. But Curtis Stunt got wise on the night that it mattered. And he has the Twitch TV Championship. Another belt to put on the resume. Congratulations to the new champ. Nine Tails versus Ashley Mannix for the Women's World Championship. So if Ashley Mannix is not currently busy, she might want to see this, but I understand if she does not. This feud has been back and forth from the start. There's no telling what will go on here. Oh, sick. I'll have to give it a read later. And quickly message Ashley Mannix, but I'll say I completely understand if she doesn't come. She hasn't seen her family in a while.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Championship.
Alright, Nine Tails obviously winning the eight-woman Battle Royale in the first show. Ashley Mannix and Saskia were the favourites to win. Ninetales managing to steal the victory, eliminating Ashley Mannix. Ashley Mannix recently had a bit of a darker turn in her personality, as you're about to see. Current FTU undisputed women's champion. Over at FTU, she managed to beat Saskia at Queen of the Ring, keeping hold of her title. Ah, oh, fucking ads. How many? Oh no, she can't hear me. What the fuck? Ashley Mannix laughing. Oh right, yeah, that makes sense. You and Pro will probably get along. I do need to update your look, yeah. I have got a channel point system set up for that though, but as you're a mod, I might just have to waive the charge. I just love the lighting on this entrance. It pisses me off so much that you can't take that lighting and use it with other entrances. Oh, Foff, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. If you'd like to join the roster, there's details, any questions, and I will answer them. If you just have to look, then that's cool too.
Yeah, we're the challenger from the City of Angels.
Again, this could go either way. This feud has been back and forth from the start.
Maniac.
I'm sure Ashley Mannix would love to add another belt to her collection.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, she is the women's champion, the irresistible force, Fox, the Queen.
Oh, is it? Hey, Pat. Glad you made it. Unfortunately, your match has been and gone. I don't know whether to say the result. I don't know. I don't want to like spoil it for you if you don't want to spoil. I will say it was a good match though. It was probably one of the better of the pre-show. Please stand by, no worries. Alright, we are underway. Champion Ninetales currently in control. Oh. So I have... No! Got on... Like... I don't know what that move is. I've been told before, but I can never remember what it's called. May have told him. That's fair enough. If he wants to know, he wants to know. It's not a problem. Ninetales with a series of stomps on Ashley Mannix. Oh, shit! Thank you, Pat! You have to do that. Appreciate that. Ashoka is out. What? Is that referring to AEW's thing? There's that driver again. Followed by a super kick. Both women the outside of the ring. They got the menu. Oh. Oh, Ashoka. The Star Wars thing. Jesus. My brain. So British. Oh. Well, they got a lot of British actors in Ashoka. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. Star Wars always had a lot of British actors in it. Oh, stunner! Soon as Ninetales got back in the ring. Oh, the commercial. Fair enough. I mean, all I ever get is Audible ads. Audible and EE Mobile Network. Fuck off. I used to be with EE, they were shit. And Audible, I'm not. If I was going to sign up, I would have done it already. I don't need to hear about it every day. Springboard crossbody from Ashley Mannix. Gets a 2 count. Give me a sec. Alright, back to the match. Oh, Ashley Mannix. Susan mounted punches on Nine Tails. Because she's my sugar mama. Oh. Wait, Pro paid for your sub. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, Sue strikes, but Ashley Mannix dodging it. Comes back with a springboard roundhouse kick. Into a small package. That's great sequence there. Doesn't even get a 1 count. Basement drop kick to the back. Nine Tails in control once again. Oh, double stomp to the abdomen of Ashley Mannix. Again, you'll have to forgive me for the yawning. Got woken up at 5 o'clock this morning. Been a long day. Oh, face breaker. Single knee. This also an older model of Nine Tails, which I believe Ashley Mannix made the new one. It's very different from what we've got here. Nice Hurricanrana. You've walked out to the middle of your yard. Is that how bad the signal is there? Wow. Oh, see, now pressure's on, isn't it? Ashley Mannix. Basement drop kick to the back of Nine Tails. So much back and forth in this match. A lot of reversals happening. I love you guys. You're great. Oh, what a gut punch followed by European uppercut. Ashley Mannix on a roll now. Flying clothesline. What a fucking boot to the face. Jesus. There's no reverse Phoenix splash. Nine Tails rolling out of the way. Face breaker. Not face breaker. Fucking flapjack. I don't know. Face buster. That one. Gets a 2 count. What a shocking turn of events there. You should see Ashley Mannix in fucking FTU. Jesus Christ. She's on a roll there. Mocking Ashley Mannix by walking across her back. Not sure what that'll pay out for Nine Tails in the long run. Ooh, feinted her out with a knife edge chop and it lands the DDT. Nine Tails rolling to the outside. I don't think she's safe out there. Suicide dive into a tornado DDT onto that hard floor. Those mats are shite. I'm trying to load myself up with swearing right now. I think if Ashley Mannix won this match, it would sort of round off a great day for her. Without going into detail, she's had to spend some time away from her family. Nothing bad or dodgy, just some family stuff. And essentially, she's having her first day back with her family today. So winning this would really put a cherry on top of that, I think. Oh, I hope. Reverse feet splash. Nine Tails rolls out of the way again. And there's that fucking face buster again. Twice. That is twice that sequence has played out in this match. The range on that Phoenix Splash is insane. Oh, Nine Tails. Go for that face breaker again. Nine Tails retains. All hail the champ. Ashley Banks just couldn't get those Phoenix splashes off, which fuck off, Pokemon. It was a good match. It was a good match. I really wanted you to win that one though. Showing some bias and all that, but that would have been a. I think that just would have been great for you. But there is always next time. There is always next time. Alright, main event. Flashbang versus Slim for the SDCW Heavyweight Championship. Nice, I kept all the big belts on standard singles matches. I had all the crazy matches at the start. Yeah, you can send us pictures of that. I might not see it till after the stream, but I'll definitely see it. Drop in DMs or drop in the Discord. Right. Oh, fuck my life. Okay, I'm doing that on Halloween. You just remind me of something. I have actually. I mean, I might do some more tweaks to the belt, to be fair, but I have made a women's tag belt. We have three belts for the women's at the moment. We have the Women's Championship, the Internet Championship, which Noelle just won. And we've got, well, we will have the Women's Tag Championship. You beat someone. I actually have to look, I can't remember. Off the top of my head, it's been a bit of a... There's been quite a few mad matches. I'm getting like brain exhausted. Joshua King. So Joshua King had won all his matches in Elevate. He'd basically beaten the entire Elevate roster, except for you. And obviously you had won all your matches, except for that one against McGill, who was obviously from the main roster. So it was sort of a decider who's the top of the pecking order in Elevate. On the men's side, so there you go. It was a good match, it's worth watching. It weren't a squash by any means. There's Flashbang, best do a shout out for the guy. The man that runs the place at FTU. No worries, Ashley, appreciate you coming.
Colossal clutch from RVD. Is he he's tapping?
You have a good rest of your day.
What the hell was that? He tapped that quick. Is he running? What the hell? He took out the beast and he's running for Rob Van Dam. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
I will say this about Pro's match, she definitely proved that she can hang with the main roster. She absolutely brutalised Moogle, who surprisingly won, which I'm still shocked about. It was a vicious match. And there it is, the SDCW Heavyweight Championship. Slim current FTU champion as well over there. So he's a double, like, top title holder. Yeah, it was. That is true. come Halloween Havoc over at FTU, Sim is going up against McGill for the undisputed World Championship over at FTU. If McGill wins that, technically he's a triple title holder. Tag team titles, he's got the King of the Ring belt as well, and then he'd have the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship on top of that. So yeah, that's a thing. I'm fucking shitting it. I can't fucking wait for Halloween Havoc. There's some shit going on. There's a lot going on for that on my end. So that's probably the biggest pay-per-view I've had in E-Feds coming up. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Can't fucking wait. It's a fucking week from now. I can't wait till Friday, I think.
And his opponent from Hollywood.
Brett Storm isn't here, so I have to say it. Flashbang, it took him 3 in-game years to win his first belt in his own E-Fed. It took me 1 night. Because McGill won the tag belts on day 1. Use the ones in the game. What? What, like logos and shit? Not all of them. For the belts. I mix it up. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, definitely send that to me in DMs. Oh, mic in the mic. Alright, well, I was about to say Sim off to a quick start, but big reversal from Flashbang. Dumping the champion straight onto his spine. Tornado DDT off the springboard. Sim known for his fuck you Sim chants in FTU, but it's all good fun. He's a bit of an egotist character. Oh, Flashbang looking for an air raid crash neck breaker. Folding the champion in half with that move. Well, both showing that they deserve to be at the top of the card with the way they're performing in the early stages of this match. Sim, however, with the upper hand at this point. Big forearm in the corner. Sim not letting Flashbang get any offense in. Commentator's curse. I say it back and forth it is, and then someone takes a dominating role in the match. I don't think that's going to put him away yet. Gets a 2 count somehow. I have no... Oh, thanks, man. Hey, Leo, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're on the main event at the moment. You came a little bit late. Oh, wheelbarrow lift into a neck breaker on the floor. All the stream love. No, you gotta spread it. You gotta spread it in, yeah. Oh, Flashbang with a stiff pole driver on the outside, risky maneuver. Those mats are not going to protect your neck for shit. Big German suplex. Yeah, it's looking like Pro and Pat are going to be foundational pillars for SDCW going forward. Big straight jacket German. Flashbang needs to remember that resetting the count, he can't win the belt from a count out. Oh, driving the champion's face into the barricade. Somehow, the champ with the wherewithal to see the knee strike coming, get out of the way. He's just stolen the halo. Stolen Flashbang's, one of Flashbang's finishing moves. Dragon Sleeper in. Flashbang fighting his way out. Gets a snapmare in. Big slam. Uranagi on the outside. There's that knee strike he was looking for. I mean, it depends. If, like, you can actually look it up. You can look it up. You can Google, like, how to get channel points, how fast channel points you get. I know that, like, subscribers get channel points faster than just viewers. Huge back suplex. Followed by a swinging neck breaker. Flashbang taking this to the champ now that they've returned to the ring. I mean, obviously I've started with a lot of people from FTU. But going forward, you know what I mean, I want to get as many people. Oh, here's the triple German suplexes. Suplex City. On the champion. It's going to have worn him down quite a bit. Causing a lot of damage to the upper spine and neck. Gets a solid 2 count. Yeah, I started with a lot of people from FTU, but the hope is that I replace most of them. Because some of them do come here and watch. Like those ones, keep them. Oh, caught him. Explode a suplex with a leg catch. And the ones that are not active over here, understandable, people busy, they can't, like some people can't do multiple events and all the rest of it. I'm hoping to obviously eventually have them replaced by people that have just come to SDCW. I said FTU then. Yeah, nah, fuck posture checks, they're wank. Oh, big suplex. Great technique from the champion there. Obviously, he's showing his entrance and exit of the ring, showing how he works the ropes, getting in and out of the ring. Very important skill for any wrestler to have. Stiff knee drop. Sim rolling to the outside, looking for sanctuary out there. Flashbang though. The Topicon Hilo misses. Slim dodges. I think he might have played possum a bit there. Just got more EFED time last week, so. Yeah. Oh, there it is, the Halo, followed by that Dragon Sleeper. Champion, though. Escaping the hold. I have no idea who's going to win this. Very fucking close. Oh, Flashbang just got busted open from that running knee strike. Whilst he's sat in the corner. Slim setting up. Oh, gets the crowning. So he calls it. Gets a 2 count on Flashbang. It'd be very interesting if Flashbang ends up the champion over here. Not sure what Slim's going for there, but he got a leg lariat. Big frog splash into a pin. Gets a 2 count. This one is sort of like watching a technical masterpiece in a way. A lot of back and forth. Oh, there's Halo against that Dragon Sleeper. That's it, he taps, new champ! Flashbang is the champion of SDCW. What a twist. Well, it took him 3 years to get a championship belt in his own EFED, but it only takes him 1 month to get it done in SDCW. What a match. Congratulations, Flashbang. I'm going to have to send him the VOD. hopefully, that is foreshadowing what's going to happen at FTU come Halloween Havoc when McGill goes up against Slim for the FTU Undisputed Championship. Slim believes himself to be cursed because he's unable to defend the belt. Hopefully that continues. Flashbang proving the theory tonight. It's a good finisher. I believe it's called Dragon Slayer in the game. It's like a cutter into a modified Dragon Sleeper. I love the way that hold's applied as well. He's keeping the fucking arm, like the length of the arms, well away from you. He's all beat up, but he got the belt. Well, win. Hope you like the belts, by the way. Well, let's review, shall we? Shall we? Obviously, you guys want the pre-show. We've got a new hardcore champion, Lee Johnson, who is returning from injury, barely, I think. And he manages to win the hardcore belt against Vincent Green, who, when he won it, did it in convincing fashion. Bloodhunters get a well-earned win against the Immortals Club for some much-needed momentum for Brett Storm. Noel takes out Banshee in a shocking win in the steel cage match. Ragnarok retains against the Prophets of Chaos. It was an expected win, but during the match, it looked like the Prophets of Chaos were actually going to win it. They controlled most of the match, and well, Ragnarok pulled it out in the end. Curtis Stunt with a shocking win. An absolute upset against the show Sam Hooker. But he had every single move that Sam Hooker could throw at him well scouted. Got tons of reversals when they were needed. Nine Tails retains against Ashley Mannix, ending their back and forth feud. And Flashbang comes out with a big win against Slim in their back and forth feud. It was very close on both of those. Let's check the news. And then I'm going to put Marcus, if he's still here, in a match. Just to fuck about match, nothing major. Cool news. Just said they've won and they've won. Sweet. Oh, I did want to check something. Curtis Stunt. He's a 90 overall now. What? Oh, he doesn't have that Conqueror thing. Fucking hell. Lee Johnson isn't injured, is he? Oh! Lee Johnson is still injured and he got the hardcore belt. What a way to go. Mega Mac lost his debut tonight. Hold up. Fucking hell. Peanut on a hot streak. Pro still on a hot streak despite not winning that match. Show something. We're still on a hot streak. What is that? Impressionable. Oh, it's just personality stuff. Between bold and cowardly. Right, we need to find Pat. I think we should find Pat. Still an 85 overall. Still not. He's not on a hot streak because that loss against McGill, I think. But yeah, Marcus Rivera, of course, on a hot streak. How's Flashbang doing? He's only an 80 overall. It would appear that he lost most of his matches going into that. 4 stacks of a cold streak, and he still manages to get the belt. Alright, King Mex, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Well, the pay-per-view itself is actually over, but if you would like to join, here are the details. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. Oh, nice. Hope COD's going well. I haven't played that in a while, I'll be honest. Right, let's look at the power rankings. Odin number 1, McGill number 2. Still, they still haven't like lost a match since this started, which, like, I hate because it makes it seem like I'm fiddling it, but I fucking haven't. That I was trying to look at the details, but I can't. Sim third, Lee Johnson, then Peanut. Peanut actually high up on the power rankings. Interesting. Okay, Stunt number 8. Saskia 11. Sam Hooker 12. Big Hutchie's still up there despite a series of losses. Flashbang, our current champion, is only 18th. Where's Patton Pro? That's there here. Despite being on the... I mean, that makes sense. They're on like the... They've only been on minor shows. Your triangle button does not work? Little teaser. Halloween Horror is the next one for us. And these shows will be for next week as it's getting late. I should retext my ROM. Oh, I must remember to back that up. In fact, I'm going to do it now quick because I can. And then I'll put Marcus in a quick fuck around match. I'll let chat decide the match. Just no tornado tags. Oh fuck. I have a controller with a busted stick. And I got this one. This is quite new, to be fair. You want to do the entrance now? I will do the entrance now, don't you worry, this is going to be hilarious. Mummy's always on top. Fucking bro, don't bring the mummy energy. Oh wait, I need to go to a different menu for that, don't I? Fuck. End up with people getting thirsty in the chat. Oh wait, I've got to do it in the universe. Oh my god, my brain. I'm still new to doing universe mode, like to this level, to this extent. Like, I just used to throw my guy in there and just go, yeah, fuck it. That's it, do you know what I mean? Maybe a faction if I was feeling spicy. Do Big Popper against Touchy. I mean, I'm waiting to hear from Marcus, but I'm beginning to think that he's gone or he's busy. So yeah, might actually do that. Wait, what am I doing? My universe. There you go. Brain work. We fucking let's go. Still getting used to all this. Entrance type. I got kids. Oh, Marcus is here. Okay. Right. So, in that case, who are we putting Marcus against? And I might be able to get 2 1v1s done. So Marcus against 2 and Hutchie against Big Popper. So get this entrance done, of course. Yeah, to everyone that's come to watch today's show, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You have no idea. And as to all the new followers, again, welcome. And it's awesome to have you here. Hope to see you on the Discord. And we'll get you involved. Right, so we go to Arcade Road. Right, before we leave, would you like a music change to match the animation? Jesus Christ. Wow. Yeah, do you want the music changed at all? For match? Like, I mean, Brawling Brutes might even work better than Nakamura. Wow. Jesus Christ. Oh. Can't spend too long on it. I was hoping you'd have an idea. Come on, everyone. We've got to do the hands. Amazing. That's why we love Hutchie and the Mannix crew. They're fucking great. They have the fucking weirdest ideas. And I love it. Always unique. I don't know why, I think this music fits the Profits. Right. Well, I'll tell you what. You like that? Okay, fucking... Let's see how it goes for the rest of it. I was about to back out and I was going to say, like, let me know when you decide on something and we'll come back to it and I'll do it off stream. But, let's let this play out. I need to see the fireworks go off. I need the pyro with the music. Fucking Hutchie in the background. Gets it on the oi. Yeah, good shit. It's just Hutchie, the fucking, like, Little Clown, the guy you expect to be doing all the running around and stuff, and Hutchie's doing it all. It's fucking great. Okay, Marcus, who do you want to go against? Anyone on the game? Because it's an outside of the universe match, so anyone in the game or on the roster. Glad you like it, Archie. In fact, no, I don't think I will do that. Fuck it. Sneaky peeky for you guys for being here for this. The next pay-per-view arena that I made off stream. Right, Marcus Rivera, Jay. What, Jay Uso? I mean, if I could fucking use my brain for a second and find him, then yeah. If you didn't mention anyone, I was going to put Pat in. Patrick H. I think you've already gone up against each other though. I could be wrong. In Scotland. Alright. Oh. I've got a text. Alright. Might have room for another match after this. Then that's it. I will have to go at that point.
Weighing in at 215
Marcus Rivera, of course, only losing once in Elevate and has already got a contract to move up to the main roster. First one to do it. We'll get paid next show, without a doubt. On Elevate. Elevate's got to have his top man on there, right? Got to have someone in the main event. Patrick has not fought Squid Boy. Squid Boy's only had 2 matches, one against Stitches, which he won, and one today. Against Big Popper. Big Popper won that. I don't know what to suggest there, man. Fair enough, man. If that's what you want, I think it looks great, but I know what it's like trying to get a look down. Like, I've had variations of a similar look for years, and the next update is pushing it out of my comfort zone a little bit. But it works, I like it. Oh, look, it's exposed me for not like changing the belts around every 2 seconds. Oh, I never really sit there faffing about with the belts too much. With the main roster anyway. Honestly, he just fucking sat on that squid. Though, Big Popper just fucking sat on him. Multiple times. I felt sorry for the squid. Oh, Marcus with, well, 2 feet to the face. Launched Jey Uso up in the air. Let him just land on those feet. Well, I'll say I don't. Generally, I haven't bothered with tattoos. I don't have any tats. Odin does IRL. He has a few, but it's like finding tattoos that match his actual tattoos, and he has so many tattoos. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit of a pain. So I've just left him tattoo-less. He literally said, "Don't even bother, man. They're a pain in the, it's gonna be a pain in the arse too. Tattoos are his own games." It's like, fair enough. Don't worry about him. Well, fighting on the outside of the ring now. Jey Uso gets his face forced into that hard part of the apron, hardest part of the ring. Now working on the knee of Jey Uso. But yeah, this is the arena for the next pay-per-view. Might have some minor changes. For the most part, I'm keeping like the design of the rings the same, so I change out one logo and the colours out and do stuff to stage mainly. I'm not doing like, I'm keeping the sort of like the look clean, if that makes sense. Not too much going on. I don't want things to be too busy. Like, the way I'm seeing it is it doesn't take too long to do, and it does look good. Or at least I think it looks good. And I have enough time to do it and have it look good. If I tried to put more effort in, then I might end up making the arenas, or at least the rings and the aprons, look less good by making them a little too busy but not doing anything great with it. Alright, pros tattoos are good. I'd say go get them, but tattoos are expensive. Jey Uso busted open on the apron. Marcus Rivera taking a couple forearms to the face. 2K can't do running moves. I might add a command for that. Just 2K can't do running moves. Just have that. And you just like exclamation mark that. And he has a counter for how many times I say it in a string. Oh, basement drop kick. Going for a pin. I don't think that's going to be enough. Gets a 2 count. Yeah, I hope you all like the arena or the ring. Oh, big spine buster from Jey Uso. Trying to make the tribal chief proud. Big DDT. I am a bit out of date with what's going on with the bloodline. I know that there's been a bit of a split. It seems like, from what I've heard on the news, it seems like they're going to head towards a Jimmy and Jey Uso WrestleMania. Maybe not next WrestleMania, but sometime in the nearer future. Oh, well, I thought that Jey Uso had reversed that, but Marcus Rivera driving his face into his knee, followed by a big stiff knee drop off the top rope. A lot of back and forth in this match. Neither man taking a big lead. Neither man taking a big lead in this match. Of course, Jey has been busted open from his face being driven into the apron. Oh, huge elbow drop to the spine. Oh, looked like Jey Uso's going something big there, but Marcus Rivera finding his way out of this arm hold. Let's see the knees. Oh, set him up for that low drop kick. Well, ain't this some bullshit? Roman Reigns' music's playing, but Roman nowhere to be seen. Meanwhile, Jey Uso's getting up. Oh, hits a super kick on Marcus Rivera. Big arm wrench DDT as well. Uso going up. Look at that splash. Nails it. Marcus Rivera in trouble. Gets a 2 count. Managed to kick out of that. That could have been a win out of nowhere. Thanks to the interference. Another splash. Went for 2. Marcus Rivera loses through underhanded means. That interruption sealed the deal. If it weren't for that interruption, Marcus Rivera was probably going to win this match. Well, the Bloodline doing what the Bloodline does best. Surprised Solo Sikoa didn't come out. Hey, B-Moo, how's it going? Alright, last match of the stream. Once again, another Our Universe fuck around. We'll put this on Elevate. In fact, actually, yeah. Alright, we wanted Big Hutchie versus the other big man. No worries. Hope the meeting goes well, Bimu. Thanks for coming. Appreciate the lurk. Fat guy wrestling. Big meaty men slapping meat. It's when I find out the entrance is wrong. Shows big men slapping their meat for free. For free. Is it? I mean, I'm pretty. I downloaded the guy and I copied it over. So, yeah, should be right. For free.
From New
For
York,
free.
weighing in at 448 pounds, the lunatic Big Daddy.
Oh, Big Papa just made his debut on Elevate tonight for the pre-show. And he went up against Squid Boy. One of the weirdest matches that we've had in SDCW, looks-wise. Big Papa came out with a win. We've got two entirely different styles of big men in this big man slapping meat match. What looks too good for you, Big Papa? Like, that's the weird thing in it, it's such a goofy call, but it works. Like, you can't ignore fat men in wrestling. I know that a lot of people, you know, want to create a beefcake or an athletic dude or whatever. Like, or like create themselves and that, but it is interesting when someone creates something unique. Like, completely unique. I haven't seen, I mean, like, we've seen clowns. I've not seen a clown like Big Papa before, and I've not really seen a clown like fucking Big Hutchie. So, do you know what I mean? They may both be clowns. They may both be big men, but they're fucking completely different. And they're both unique as hell. Big Papa with the early advantage. Series of stomps to Big Hutchie. It's annoying. I can't call Big Hutchie the big man because there's two big men. Who's cool is the big guy? I can't actually remember his name. Pat will be able to fill you in on that. Or Foff 90. Or Pro. They'll be able to fill you in. I can't remember. They joined. I've said hello to them. They're in the Discord. But I can't remember the name for the life of me at the moment. And I don't have all those bot systems, so I can't like just check it off the top of my head. Do you know what I mean? No worries. Who's Big Papa's? Who owns Big Papa? Basically, they're asking. I mean, nah, really? Hutchie, I hadn't guessed. I figured as much. I still haven't actually seen that film, but I know enough about it, you know what I mean? Oh, huge side slam. Well, it's more of a power slam. I don't know. Big fucking slam. Well, Hutchie slingshot himself out to the outside of the ring with a crossbody on Big Papa. I guess it was a soft landing. I've been told that it's a great fucking movie. I've just not had, I've just never had the opportunity to go see it, you know what I mean? Hello? Hey! Saskia is the home. Oh! What did I miss? Oh. Last match and I'm ended. You alright? How was work? Meh. It was a meh day. Okay. See you in a bit. Love you. Right. Oh! Well, our Big Papa was going for something big. Hutchie reversed it. Hutchie's going for the nightmare. Hutchie getting the big move in. Nightmare. Reverse package powerbomb. Just nailing Big Papa. The fact that he can get that man up on his shoulders like that is impressive. as it is. I can't remember the name of that strike. I know that Hutchie's told me before, but that's a big move as well. Oh, that wasn't enough. Apparently Hutchie weren't going to go for a pin after that. Went for something else and got reversed. Probably should have gone straight for the pin. Don't think. Two Grand Slam, thank you. Two big men slapping meat for free. As it has been quoted. I don't think Big Popper's used to being picked up like he has been in this match. Not many men on any roster will be able to do that, but you get someone the size of Big Hutchie and it's possible. What's Hutchie doing? Oh, stiff forearm across the face. And thrown in some trash talk. Hutchie's always got footlongs. Ooh. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of a micro sleep then. I have been up since 5 o'clock in the morning. It's 10 to midnight. Oh, that was weird. Sorry about that. It's a good thing we're ending soon. Then, whew. Shit. Oh, Big Popper in control at the moment. You know the thing is, it's not a boring match. I just don't know. That just came over me out of nowhere. I like blinked and then just didn't unblink. Last thing I remember was the footlongs. Yeah. Oh, Big Popper setting up. It's so he took out Squid Boy. Crushing the abdomen of Big Hutchie. Oh. For some reason, Finn Balor has turned up. I haven't actually, ever micro-sleeped on stream before. I'm gonna look back at that and be like, what the fuck? I probably wasn't even gone for more than like 10 seconds. I mean, we'll take a random Finn. He's a very pretty Irish man. Let's see if Hutchie can bring this back. He did have the advantage early on, but he did just get his abdomen crushed by Big Popper. Ooh, huge stiff knee. Taking the fight to Big Popper now. See, I'm back. Oh, went for the bulldog, gets reversed. Comes back with a gut-wrench suplex though. I bet you would be pro. Oh, nearly sending Big Popper into the stairs there. We had a great moment earlier during that hardcore match. Sorry. Oh, Big Popper busted open. I mean, you guys are going to watch it back, but I can't wait to see people's reactions to that. I'm going to be clipping that tomorrow. That's getting clipped. We're at 7 count. Need to get this back into the ring. Ooh, vicious strikes. Series of left and right punches. Oh god, I'm gonna burp. No, it ends up being yawn. Whatever. Ah, my body doesn't know what the fuck it was doing. Clip my rise to greatness. That hardcore match just has a moment in it. It's such a good moment. It's like an OMG moment. Except, like, not so scripted. Fucking loser. Alright, getting this back into the ring. Oh no, Big Pop wants to show us his in-ring, out-ring skills. Very important to be able to know how to get through the ropes. Huge power slam. Coming off the Irish whip once again. Big Hutchie. What's he going to store? It's like a choking slam. Not a choke slam, but a choking slam. Big Hutchie looking to finish this. Oh, Big Pop with a reversal into a DDT. That was not the plan. Sending Big Hutchie into the corner. Oh, here we go again. Both men busted open. Oh! Oh! Big Hutchie kicking out at 2. Oh, what's this? Dominator. It's over. Oh, no! Big Hutchie kicks out again! How in the fuck? Big Popper, I don't think that those turnbuckles were graded for your weight. Big elbow drop. That went all the way across the ring. I'm pretty sure actually... how? Again? It's over. Also, what was the deal with that elbow drop? From top rope. That was the same. Hutchie kicks out again! Hutchie with his chest caved in. Somehow kicks out again. Oh! Hutchie going for the nightmare bomb. Again! Could this end it? Could this be a shocking end to the stream? Gets a 2 count. Fucking hell. Is Hutchie looking to go airborne? Hutchie's going airborne. Takes out Big Popper with whatever the fuck that suicide dive is. Getting back into the ring now. Oh, here we go. Looking to aggravate the cut that's already there with a stiff forearm strike. And again. Oh! Hutchie with the grand slam, but Big Popper stopping that. Oh, that is not an arse you want in your face. Mat slam after a neck crank. Well, Big Popper back in control. Hutchie needs to do something or he's lost this match. Rolls out of the way of the body splash. Comes back with a double axe handle to the face. Hutchie stalking his opponent. There's a knee strike followed by the clothesline. Big Popper rolling out. Probably wise. Kind of wish he wasn't though. I need to go to bed. I think he did me asleep on stream. SDO. Souza strikes from Big Hutchie, culminating in a drop kick. Oh. Souza back elbows in return from Big Popper. Ref's at a 5 count. Oh, Big Hutchie sent into the steps. 7 count. Big Popper rolling into the ring. Hutchie to follow. Uh-oh. Oh, Fool's taking him to the corner again. Oh, this is definitely the last match. It looks like we will be raiding FTU. Oh, fuck, I missed the end. Big Popper surprisingly wins. Wait, I swear he just said that he's going live. What the hell? Oh, there's the Halloween Havoc card. It's been posted up today. I didn't see that. Oh, so Flashbang is trying to set up his stream currently. That was an interesting match. Like, I thought that would have ended earlier, and I honestly thought that Hutchie would have won it. I might stall for a little bit if I can make it. Right, exit. So a little, you know what? I got another little preview for you, FTU related though. It ain't gonna be used anytime soon. I've got to save up the points for it. Obviously, I've spent a lot of points recently for Halloween Havoc. But once the points are back, it might be tweaked by then. But this might be my custom King of the Ring belt. I hope you like. I hope it looks good. Yeah. I mean, like, it's literally like, aside from like the villain logos and the FTU logo, it's all in-game assets. So I'm quite proud of it. Also, I might tweak the size of the King of the Ring logo to make it more noticeable. The villain logos are quite large. But we'll see what happens. I always go back and forth on these things. Alright, hold on. I really want to raid Flashbang, but he's not. I know he's having some problem with his router. Oh, hold on. If you want... Yeah, fuck it. If you want, I'll give you a quick... Because obviously, like, yeah, you see them in-game, and it's not like seeing them in the editor. So I'll give you a quick, like, little rundown of some of the titles in SDCW, because I don't think you've seen them. Okay, so... Here's the hardcore belt. Again, it's like all in-game assets other than the SDCW logo. I use what's it called? Bumped steel to make it look dented. Just banged up a bit, you know. Oh, you had it made. Heavyweight belt again. All in-game assets except from the SDCW logo and that badge, which is not rendering there for some reason, although it did in-game earlier. Fuck knows, I might have to revisit that, but it does that sometimes when you go to the editor, when you got too much stuff going on. This one I kind of rushed. Like, this is my least favourite one, I think. I did have a custom logo on there, but it kept glitching out, so I put an in-game asset for the globe instead. Well, that's the Internet Championship. Everyone seems to love this. Everyone seems to love this tag belt. So, yeah. I think it's decent. I quite like it. I can't really. I actually really like the Twitch belt though. Even though it's like, in a way, making it's kind of basic. It's the cruiserweight belt, except like a globe and Twitch and that champion disc. But it does the job. Come on, Flash. The women's world title, or the women's title, I don't really call it the world title. It's basically like the internet title, except it's got a better globe. I didn't want to took too much time. I might change the globe on the internet one and make it. Yeah, I mean, you got like quite a few options for matches, but at the same time, you know, it's been one of my, I'd say this is one of my better streams of late. I'm not saying I'm expecting 54 people to turn up all the time, but most of the people that are on this from FTU haven't come over. That's fine. Like, not everyone's active. So, I want you to be like a little bit more active before I think about splitting brands. Let's just check one last time. Better flash and bang. I don't think it's happening. Right. Well, I gotta go. Flashbang's internet is completely fucking down, which is a shame. It's a real shame. I was really looking forward to being able to raid the guy. I could try and raid someone else, or I could just end the stream. Oh yeah, it's getting late. I'm like, no, I want to be a good streamer. I want to be a good streamer with the good raids and shit. Nah, fuck it. Tonight we are just ending. Fuck it. I ain't seen it not for 10 minutes looking for a raid and that. I've already held you guys with random waffling long enough. And I didn't even get to put on the just chatting screen. Oh. Anyway, I've still got breakdown set up. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's like, keep saying, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Over and over again. It's like, yeah, I actually do, but it's starting to lose meaning now. You know? But yeah, I do appreciate it. I'm going to have to figure out the schedule for next week. I know my other half has got her shifts sorted, so I'll be able to set up a stream schedule now. So I'll be probably sorting out tomorrow. And I'll probably be streaming tomorrow at some point. So there might be more tomorrow, SDCW. It kind of sucks to not be able to set up a card in advance, but if that's what happens, then that's what happens. If not, it's going to be Final Fantasy. But yeah, I'll figure out which one we're going to do based on what days we've got. I'm going to try and do like 2 SDCWs a week, and then the rest will be Final Fantasy or whatever else I'm playing. But yeah, I'll post up on Discord tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the gift subs and everything. Love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, I'm good people.